Tuesday to the one and only Ellen Ice from Kadena FSS. And here we are to answer your question, what is up with Kadena?
When the little intro that you did right before the song, you said it's Tuesday, and literally I had a moment where I was like,
no, it's not.
No, it's not. No, every Monday I hang out with Anika. Like, what's happening right now? So I do apologize. We have some special guests here, my dad and sister visiting, and for that reason, I did some family time yesterday. So,
yeah, so you left me for family. Okay, I know where I stand on your priority scale.
I had to just scoot you just a little to the next day. So I'm super stoked we're still able to get this in this week, especially with the holidays, because it's just kind of chaos, which it sounds like you've had a chaotic day as well.
Chaotic day, but it's a good day. Any day you're alive is a good day in my book, so no complaints.
And I feel like we should do a shout out to my dad about the surprise he brought you.
Oh my gosh, your dad is a sweetheart. He brought me pumpkin cheesecake, and he must have been doing some intel, because pumpkin and cheesecake, it's a match made in heaven.
Well, he is one of our biggest fans. He watches every single show, so precious. I know, But if we, I don't even know if I want to talk about bouldering yet, because
we have to.
My muscles are still sore.
You're joking me, right?
No, Anika, you know I'm horribly out of shape. But yes, Anika and I had the pleasure of bouldering in Naha with Kadena Outdoor Rec was it just last week?
It was last.
I hope
Wednesday.
it was last.
It was last Wednesday after my CFT. It was Wednesday.
6 days later. That's so embarrassing. I shouldn't have said anything. That's really unfortunate.
You need to hit arms more, Alan.
But we did, and it is what it is. And this was your first time bouldering, right?
That is correct. I've never tried it before, and it was quite the experience.
What did you think?
It was fun. It was a lot more challenging than I thought it was going to be, especially with the slanted wall. That little incline or whatever, the angle was too much.
Yeah, didn't love that. It is an incredible workout, though. Like, it was amazing. I was shocked, even with me being, super out of shape, how quickly you got tired, because you're just using every muscle for the whole thing. Like, it's not just arms, it's not just legs, it's all of it. So I think we only did you did 8 or 10 runs.
Yeah, but I never made it to the top.
It's fine.
I guess it doesn't count.
It was really good, though. Did you think going into this, because I know you hadn't done this before, I only had a couple times, and it wasn't cute, not my best activity. But did you think at first it would be the kind with the harness and where you're actually rock wall climbing? Or did you know that bouldering was free, you free fall?
No, I did my research because I think it was our first show together. We show intro, we preview bouldering. So I did my research then, and so I kind of knew what I was getting into, but there's something about knowing it and then actually hands-on practice. So
absolutely. And what was really cool about the place that we went to was that it was kind of indoor outdoor. So we had awesome weather. It was well, you know me, I don't like the heat anyways. It was 70 and really overcast and looked like it was going to rain at any moment. So I was in my element. But that particular wall is one that's, mostly outdoors. And Kadena Outdoor Recreation actually goes to 2 different gyms. That's one of them. And then another one is an entirely indoors, private climbing gym, which is pretty legit. So do you have any pointers or any, why folks should definitely take advantage of this?
I definitely think they should take advantage because I know you're going to fill it in. You're going to fill it in. You got to tell the crowd. You got to tell the masses the way I fall. When I make it up to the top and then I fall, come on, it's the best thing ever.
Glad you brought that up. I was deciding whether to say it or not, but okay.
Come on. I won't humiliate myself. I'm cool with it.
So something that is important to note, when you do these classes with Kadena Outdoor Rec, they will teach you how to fall, how to climb, about all the equipment. I have never seen anyone fall. Anika would drop from 6 or 7 feet, and normally you want to fall on your behind. That's the safest way, or just make sure you're not landing on your ankles or your wrists really hard. Anika, midair, would jump backwards, tuck her legs to her side, hit the mat, do a little bunny hop, and go back down with her ankles tucked like she was wearing a dress and was the most proper. I couldn't handle it. I cannot wait. So, of course, obviously, What's Up Kadena is a podcast, so we will have video of that out tomorrow when we push this out on Kadena FSS Facebook page. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, it's a new way of bouldering, the Corporal Lewis style.
I cannot wait for people to see, because you cannot, I tried to explain it as best I could, but it is something. So if you are like Anika and I, and you do not have the most experience bouldering, Kadena Outdoor Rec does do, so they'll do weekly classes about every other month, and then they'll at least do one kind of, I guess, adventure a month to boulder on your own. So the next one coming up is the 13th of December. Of course, you can sign up anytime. This is pretty challenging. So it is for ages 12 and over. Although, honestly, I've seen that kids can do this so much easier than adults because they're just tiny little waifs. They just, like, you know, scurry up. But for safety reasons, ages 12 and over. And then coming up in January, if you see this video tomorrow and you're like, wow, I could do better than them, because I'm sure
it's
that
not hard to do. Come on, Ellen, we're not setting the bar up too high.
I know, but they have weekly classes all of January, and you can just go to like one lesson, or if you decide to go for the entire month, you do get a discount. So if you sign up and pay up front for the whole month, it is cheaper than if you go like one lesson at a time. So Kadena Outdoor Rec does have it. This is a really good time of year for bouldering, so they've kind of switched to their winter type activities, and definitely recommend stopping by there for sure and getting signed up for the next one.
Yeah, I definitely want to head over there and try it again, because I did not do as well as I wanted. I wanted to reach the top, and I never did, so I'm kind of got my feelings hurt, so now I definitely have to try it again.
Yeah, I would like to make it more than like 3 feet this time, I think.
Yeah, me too. That's my goal. That's my life goal for 2020.
Yes, let's circle back with that in 2020. That would be perfect.
Yeah, I think something that I might be a little better suited to is this hiking and camping over there at Akuma Beach, though. Yeah. That sounds like more my level. Something you don't need a lot of skill for.
Yeah, that's my speed. Also, like, honestly, I've never camped in a tent. I've always done, like a pop-up camper, RV, or...
That's not even camping, Ellen.
A pop-up camper is. You have to work hard to get those beds situated.
On the ground, you are not camping.
Okay, so yeah, man, this is just not my episode. I'm just tossing out all these secrets. So hiking and camping at Akuma is coming up the 7th and 8th of December. Quiz time. Do you know whose birthday is next week?
Don't put me on the spot, Ellen. I'm asking you as a friend. Don't. It's gotta be you, the one and only Ellen Ice.
Too bad. But I might actually do this as my birthday trip. I know.
Whoa, okay, that would be special.
Wouldn't it?
I won't ask how old you're turning. I won't. I'll give you your privacy.
Well, first off, you know I'm like a decade older than all of you here at AFN, so that's not a secret. But if anyone's interested in doing that hiking and camping at Akuma, they do this. It's definitely set up for families for sure. So a lot of their trips are ages 12 and over. This is perfectly fine if you want to bring the whole family. Totally good to go. So you'll just basically go up to the north side of the island. Obviously, you will camp at Akuma, but a lot of folks don't realize that Akuma is an awesome jumping off point for all of the hiking up there in, the Nago area. So you're going to do a couple different peaks and then relax at Akuma once you're done hiking. So,
wow.
I know.
Now, quick question. Are you allowed to roast some s'mores out there? Like that? Right there camping with your fire, and you're roasting those marshmallows. That is the best part of camping.
There are at the campsites. If you use the designated area, I will say yes, that's fine. Yes, they do come with like fire pits at each of the campsites. Okay, so cool. Absolutely. Highly recommend. So that one too, it's coming up pretty quickly, the 7th and 8th of December, which is just next weekend, which is insane.
I know. It seems like November just came here and now it's like heading out the door.
I know. It's crazy. I don't get it. But that's another one. Just sign up in person at Kadena Outdoor Rec.
Yeah, definitely don't want to miss that, especially since you can roast marshmallows and create some s'mores. You're not going to want to miss that Akuma Beach experience. And since we're already on the roll of December, talking about the 7th and the 8th, hey, may as well just hit up what's going on with the post office.
Yes, this is more just like a quick shout-out PSA for them, because I am absolutely that person who's like, oh, I should probably not forget about my family for Christmas. I mean, thankfully, they're right here, and we're doing Christmas on Thursday. But, so if you want to get stuff back to your families in time, biggest dates to mention, first class mail is the 9th of December, priority mail. So I know a lot of us do those like flat rate boxes. Mm-hmm. Those are legit. Those are also the 9th of December. So that's coming up way quicker than you would imagine. And express mail is the 16th. And just one more thing to note, I know we did this as a kid, but you can also send a letter to Santa.
I swear by that. Honestly, last year, I told the story before, but last year I was at a ski resort in Colorado, and there was a little letter to Santa Claus box. And although, I was 20 at the time, I took out a letter and I wrote, "Dear Santa, I want a horse." Long story short, I'm the proud owner of a horse today, a thoroughbred named Gingerbread Man. So, hey, these things truly do work. I swear by it. So definitely give it a shot.
I can't write you and your horses.
That's true. Not telling a lie here.
No, I love it so much. That's fantastic. So if you want to stop by the Kadena post office, they just have this little, adorable little drop-off. And in the December Adventure magazine, which we just delivered today.
I know. Can't wait to flip
I know.
through this.
It's good stuff.
Awesome.
So you'll find the address on there where you can, address your letter to Santa and then just drop it off at the post office. And Santa will probably, more than likely, write you back. So he's a busy man, so I don't want to pigeonhole him into absolutely writing back, but there's a pretty good chance. Stop it, Anika.
Okay, now you're the one killing me, Ellen.
Oh.
Alrighty, we're going to take a quick break and then jump right back into this conversation, so don't go anywhere. You're listening to the Eagle on Wave 89, serving America's best. 73 degrees and cloudy with a forecasted low of 66. Tomorrow's forecast is looking like we're going to have a high of 76 with a low of 66 as well. Our sea condition is all clear, and the yen rate tomorrow at military banking facilities will be a motivated 106 yen to the US dollar. And I said motivated because I'm still motivated that Ellen Ice is still here in studio with me talking about What's Up Kadena.
And I'm about to talk about our favorite thing. Food. Yeah, no, food, absolutely.
I didn't have to think twice
No,
about
I
that.
love that. That was good. So I know our show focused on this a lot last time, so if you missed that, if you want to get any of those details, that is on our last episode, which of course can be found on our Kadena for Support Squadron Facebook page. But quick mention, if you do not want to cook, because that is kind of where I'm at right now, you can do a Thanksgiving buffet at the Rocker Enlisted Club, the Officers Club, up at Okuma Beach, which, listen, day trip to Okuma for Thanksgiving.
That sounds special.
Yes, please. And you can also, let's see, you cannot order any carry-out meals.
Yesterday.
Dang it. That's what I should have done, especially with family here. And then, just send them away, hiking with my husband or something, and come back and be like, look at this beautiful meal I prepared. No, the other... that would have... Dang it. Missed opportunity. But then the other thing that the Rocker Enlisted Club specifically offers is a curbside option from 4 to 6 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day. You roll up, they hand you your little, pre-made holiday plates with all the good stuff, turkey, mashed potatoes, pumpkin pie.
I can't tell you how tempted I am to do that. Just stay in PJs and then go up there and say, hey, where's my food?
Please. And also, you might check in with me if I'm still flailing on the Thanksgiving thing, because I might just be like, hey, can you pick up 4 more plates?
While you're at it. You need to feed me and my family as well.
Yeah, don't mind me. I mean, hey, my family has fed you.
That's
I'm
true.
Just saying.
I owe it now. Gotta pay it forward after that pumpkin cheesecake.
So, you're right. And then, of course, the other big thing following Thanksgiving is Black Friday.
Oh, goodness.
Because why wouldn't we follow up a holiday of being grateful with buying probably a million things we don't need?
That's right. Waking up crazy early. At least I remember in my childhood, I remember being in Montana. Again, all my stories are coming from Montana.
No, it's fine.
Actually, no, it was Colorado last time. Never mind.
Right.
Yeah, I remember waking up at 3 in the morning and driving an hour away to the nearest Walmart or whatever to participate in Black Friday. So that was my fond memory.
Yeah. Can I tell you how happy I am that most of it's online now?
I know. It's so convenient that day.
It was fun as a kid. I definitely did that. My mom, she made, zones. She would split us up into teams. We would map out the stores. She would give us zones.
Oh, gosh, you have a strategy
and
for
send us. And you know that those people are crazy on Black Friday.
Yeah, they are.
But on a less crazy option, way more controlled, some of our FSS facilities are doing Black Friday sales. Just wanted to mention those in case you're interested. All of these that I'm mentioning are in November's Venture magazine. So I know we just put out December, but hold on to November for a few more days. So Arts and Crafts, Okuma, Kadena Marina, Banyan Tree Golf, and the Reisner Pro Shop. All of them are having discounts on various items throughout the day on Black Friday. So if you want to see specifics for that, definitely check out the magazine. There's a lot. There's too much for me to cover, but definitely worth, especially Pro Shop and Golf, if you're into that kind of stuff. They're like apparel and brand name, items. That'll be well worth the discount. So just to mention.
Yeah, I absolutely love heading over there to the Reisner Fitness Center and checking out all the cool things they have there. It's like I've been known to blow some money over there. So maybe
the only time I blow money or frequent the fitness center is for those smoothies.
I know, but they're going away. But hey, that's okay. We got another Christmas one coming up, but that's for a later date.
It is for a later date. So one more thing to mention. I am super fortunate to have my family with me right now. The holidays can be a really tough time to be so far away. I mean, we are literally on the opposite side of the world. And I'm super thankful to have my dad and sister here to celebrate. But for some folks, especially if this is your first holiday season on Okinawa, it can be challenging. It's just the traditions are different. You know, I don't know, like mapping out Black Friday shopping with my mom, going through all the coupons, and just traditions, they look a little different here in Oki. So MFLAC, which is the Military Family Life Counselors, they are putting on a sort of workshop seminar to help you kind of work through these feelings of being so far away during the holidays. So this is actually happening next week, Thursday, December 5th. And the Airman Family Readiness Center, that's who's putting it on. So you would actually go there, which is right across from the Kadena, the tennis courts, Reisner tennis courts. And they just give you some kind of tools to cope with this season. And they also give you ideas like, hey, if this is your first season here, instead of doing this, why don't you, go to a local beach, or why don't you check out a tour with ITT, or
start something new over here.
Yeah, like figure out a new tradition, a new memory to make. The MFLAC counselors are incredible. They're an awesome resource here. So I highly, highly recommend that. I know it's not the most fun thing to talk about, but it's super important. So if you are interested in this, I also would like to kind of shout out like maybe first shirts in this for squadrons, or any key spouses, that sort of thing. Folks who could tell their people about this, that if you have single airmen in your squadron, if you have a family who just got here, this would be an awesome resource. So again, it's happening the 5th of December, which is just next week. And you do need to register by the 4th of December, and that's through the Airman Family Readiness Center. So if you're all interested, please stop by there. And if you're not sure about this group setting, you can also decide to do one-on-one counseling as well. So if you're like, maybe don't want to talk about this with other people, totally fine.
You definitely have some options out there.
Yeah, for sure. So highly recommend that. And if you have any questions about that, just stop by ANFRC there in person. And then, of course, everything we talked about, all of this is on our website, KadenaFSS.com, as well as November Venture Magazine, December Venture Magazine, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're everywhere. Like, you literally can't get away from us. So, that was a good mix.
Awesome.
We got you guys.
Alrighty, that was Ellen and Anika from Kadena FSS, and we answered the question, what's up, Kadena? Thanks so much for joining me in studio. I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday. You're listening to The Eagle on Wave 89, serving America's best.